everyone, it's Tiffany. I am here in The Sims with a speed build video. So we're here with the terrain tools. I really wanted to play with this. I know I'm a little behind schedule. I actually filmed this a while ago, like the day terrain tools released. It just took me a little bit of time to edit it and get it ready for you guys, but here we are. I wanted to just build a small nice little house on top of a big giant hill. Now I was having trouble. I was really having trouble. You'll see me here and there. I mean, I pretty much basically the whole first first 30 seconds I was struggling with the terrain tools. It took me a little while to get used to it actually. Now, I have since familiarized myself with them, and I read the little tutorial. I think it's in the tips, in the settings, like in the options. Definitely check out that and like the hotkeys. It will definitely help you if you haven't figured that out already. I was like really struggling. I don't know. I'm still struggling. I'm not good at building to begin with, but this is what we ended up with. We have a house on a hill. And by the way, this is able to be downloaded on the gallery under my ID, which is Ohcluck. And I will try to link it in the description down below. This is pretty fun to build. I really, really like how it turned out. I really did struggle with landscaping though. And I know you guys are like, whoa, Tiff, you can't build houses, but you can landscape. And I'm like, I know, right? Seriously though, I love to landscape houses. But this one was so difficult, and I think it was mostly because of the placement on the hill. And when you put like a certain tree or shrub or whatever on the hill, it was just weird because the hill slanted down and like half of the tree's roots would be up and the other ones would be in the ground, so it just didn't look right. And I kind of wish somehow they could conform to the terrain. That would be really great. But at first anyway, I wanted to make a path, but I was like, how will I do this? This was a struggle, let me tell you. You saw me just a little bit ago try to put in some stairs. I was like, that just doesn't look right. I really want to make a path. So this is where I really struggled because I wanted to play with this specific tool right here, but I didn't know the hotkeys at the time and it was getting a little difficult. So you'll see me. I will do this like for 20 minutes. Like this was a struggle. It took me like a whole entire day to build this just simply because of that. It doesn't end up being the prettiest build, but you know, it is what it is. I ended up figuring out the whole smoothing tool as well, and I ended up uploading this to the gallery, and then I realized the sim can't even get in the door because it was smooth. It was a smooth walk all the way up, but right in front of the door, apparently it was too weird and rocky and they couldn't get in. So I ended up fixing it and then re-uploading it to the gallery. I also had to choose a nice little subtle rock path. I think I ended up choosing a good one there. I really wanted this path to kind of go around the hill a little bit more, but I think I'm okay with how it is positioned. Now this is where I kind of started struggling. I'm like, the only place I could put some shrubs and stuff is at the bottom where it isn't slanted. It was a little disappointing. I'm sure there's a way, and I'm sure I'll figure it out the more I play with it, but for the time being, I didn't really like the way the shrubs set on the hill. Now, if you guys wanted to download this, you could totally put landscaping everywhere, but I really do I just like it. It's so cute having this adorable little house up on this very, very tall hill. This was really tricky to furnish. Surprisingly, the top floor only. The first floor I don't think I had as much trouble with, but the top floor, it kept like bouncing me back and like it was just not working very well. You'll see, you'll get a little motion sickness here and there. You'll be like, oh, whoa, what are we doing? It was interesting for sure. I really, really like this. I was like, I'm definitely making like a little backyard. And I was like, ooh, probably not a good idea without a fence because you might roll right off the hill. So I totally just put in a fence there. I think it turned out pretty great. Now, I was trying to figure out where to place the stairs in here since the upstairs was so small. I had an initial plan for this, of course, and that failed considering the small space I ended up with. I go with these big ambitious builds and then I'm like, oh wait, I don't have enough space. What was I thinking? So I ended up changing the upstairs again, yes, to this kind of like diagonal door. It looks a lot better. Now I ended up furnishing the bathroom first. Bathrooms are always the easiest. Now I was actually struggling because I couldn't find the matching tile to this for the longest time. I don't know if I ended up finding something similar, if not exact. Yeah, I found the exact matching one and I used that. Or no, did I? No, this wasn't the exact matching one. I don't know if I changed it. I know I did find the exact matching one later on. Anyway, I thought the bathroom actually turned out pretty decent. I did like a blue and white theme, as you can see. I also did the those big mirrors. I love those big mirrors. I use those in like every bathroom build. I use that same tile and those mirrors in every single bathroom. I need to expand my horizons. I really need to. Oh my goodness. But I don't know when we'll start seeing this like start bouncing back. It really got obnoxious when I was trying to furnish this. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. So when you guys see it, you'll know. I really wanted to do that cute blue wallpaper for the kitchen, but it ended up just not going well with the living space. I ended up overall going with kind of more of a orangey kind of thing, as you can see. But one cool thing that that little diagonal or like corner piece there with the half walls, that ended up being a perfect spot for one of those windowsill seats. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it actually fit pretty well in there, and I thought it gave the room a little bit of character. Now another thing, those windows were too high up for curtains, and I was like, oh man, those curtains would look wonderful. But I ended up not putting the curtains in because I didn't want to move the windows. I ended up putting them back. Now, the bedroom, I think, is one of my favorite bedrooms I've ever built in my entire life, which is crazy, I know. I'm not good at building, but I did love this bedroom. It is just, the colors went together so well. One of my pet peeves when building is the color swatches. Like, you just can't find things that match the same things. Like browns, matching browns is awful. It's just awful. And like, I matched these browns like perfectly. Like this tan color with this blue color. Like it was just amazing. I still can't believe how well it went together. And again, definitely top favorite bedroom I've ever created. I'm pretty sure of it. I really did like the touch of the lights above the bed as well. And this room right here is actually really cool too. I loved this whole house. I think it ended up being really super cute. The upstairs is probably my favorite. Now I have a lot of different color splashes in this room, but I definitely went for a basic tan, and then we went for just random color splashes, and I did mainly want to do red color splashes. And I think I looked for like, yeah, I started looking for red tables. I was like, no, because I didn't want that white. The white bookshelf I thought really threw it off. I definitely needed a tan one, but I really wanted to use that bookshelf. So then I was like, oh, I'll put in a chair. It'll all be fine. And I think it ended up being fine in the end. I really wish that bookshelf was tan. It would make it a lot better, but it is what it is. And I love the ceiling fan edition. Always love the ceiling fan edition. Now, I did end up changing the stairs because they did not match. I did white initially, and I was going to do a whole different color scheme, but of course, things didn't go to plan, as they never do. And I put in all these little curtains here and there. I think I have two different colored curtains in the kitchen, because the kitchen's kind of more like a, oh my gosh, mudroom slash kitchen. So the part with the blue curtains is kind of like the mudroom section, and then the tan curtains is kind of more so the kitchen area, but it's all the same room. This is what I'm talking about. I positioned that corner seat to fit like absolutely perfectly there, and I'm just excited about it because that way I didn't have to have the traditional TV on the wall or the couch on the wall and that straight across from it. I got to do it on a diagonal. I think it turned out pretty cool. And I thought that one corner right there, I was trying to find something to put there. Christmas tree would look wonderful. I didn't want to put a Christmas tree in there though, because I didn't know, like, you know, it's kind of like, not everybody wants a Christmas tree in here, and plus, you know, it's only kind of for the holidays. But did you guys see that little duck I put in there? I shrunk one of the duck figures, and I think I did that with the chicken as well. I shrunk it down to the smallest size possible, and I put it on the little shelf upstairs because I definitely wanted to add more character. One thing I have been doing lately with my house builds is adding a lot more clutter. I've always been like anti-clutter. If you look at my old house builds, I don't know if I ever posted many of my old house builds, but they are very plain. Hardly any clutter, hardly any like curtains, nothing. It's just straightforward wallpaper and all the essentials, and that is it. And I've been really loving adding clutter. There's just so many options, and it's just so exciting. And this was one of my favorite places to furnish back here, actually. I thought it was such a cute, nice little patio, and then I realized I could shrink down those lights, so it made it even better. And I put a nice little grill out here, and I wanted to put the like a gardening pot, but I also wanted the bird bath. But in the end, the gardening pot won, because I thought, you know, she's up on this hill, you know, she can have her own little sustainable garden. Oh, and I put in a bee house. I think I ended up moving that, or yeah, I moved it. It was originally over by the tree, now it's over by the side of the house. So she has her own, or whoever lives here has their own little life up here. This is everything they need up here. Oh, and you can see, I don't know if you've been noticing, but every time I go upstairs, it keeps bouncing back. It drove me insane, you guys. Absolutely insane. And I really wanted to add something right there on the side of the stairs, but nothing was fitting. I don't know if I ended up putting anything there, actually. Oh, you can see right here my struggle for the landscaping. I was trying so hard to add in a little bit, just a little bit of landscaping. I think I made it okay, but it definitely could have used a lot more, especially since you can't paint the terrain when it's that harsh. So that hill where you see the brown, you can't paint it green, which I really miss. I don't miss it, I just wish I had it. And I just was really struggling with the landscaping, the trees. You can see clearly here. I tried my best, you guys. You guys will have to let me know what you think in the comments down below. I just added some rocks and some dirt and hoped for the best. I think it turned out okay. I think so. We're gonna do a little bit of a house tour. Usually, you know, I do screenshots, but I was like, I like this little house tour thing better. I didn't put anything on the side of the stairs. I know, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. Oh, and I went back outside because this is my favorite part. The little ceramic cat in the window. I totally forgot to show you at the beginning, but we're gonna go into the kitchen. Well, first we're gonna look here, obviously. Gotta love this. I really like this living room. It's definitely very lived in. I think that's the vibe I was going for. Definitely could have added more clutter in the kitchen, but there wasn't a lot of counter space, so I was trying to prevent that. Oh, and I love my little mud room. It has little mud splashes on it. So cool. I love the view from here as well. I had to go out to show you guys the view. We have this gorgeous view. And then I have this nice little bench here by the grill. I got some flowers. You got the box and a bird box, which is awesome. And I think we're going to cut into the bathroom soon. You can see the kitchen a little bit better. So here is the bathroom, pretty plain and simple. Very spacious. Definitely could swap out that tub for a shower tub as well. I just thought, you know, the tub alone looked pretty nice and simple and clean. And then we jump upstairs here to a very cute room. I like this room. It's cute. It's like an office, little loungy area. So perfect. I love the little splashes of color, and I love that table and desk, or sorry, desk and chair. That chair is like one of my favorite chairs. I just love it. And my favorite room of all time. It just looks so good. Oh, I'm like bragging over here, and you guys are probably like, ooh, that's ugly. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I think this turned out really well. And there's my little duck, and I think I put the chicken on in the other room. So this is how it turned out. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Let me know what you guys thought of this house build in the comments down below. And again, this will be available to download on the gallery under Ohcluck, which is my ID, or it will be linked in the description box and down below. Click the card on the screen to watch more videos like this one. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time.